Assalamu alaikum. My loving students, as you know that from the beginning of my lectures, I am focusing on manners. So today's lecture also based on manners. Do you know, students, why I am focusing on manners? It is so that our students, our children, they become dutiful, mannerful and good human being. Right? Yes. So today's lecture is also about manners. It is about the manners of meeting the people, visiting the people, seeing the people. In our day-to-day life, sometimes we visit the people, some other people come to see us, or we come across the people on the way without any pre-schedule. On the way we meet the people all of a sudden. So under this situation, when we meet the people, when we come across the people, in which manner we approach them, how we meet them. So this thing we will learn in today's lecture. The first of the thing is that whenever we meet, we come across the people, any person outside, or we go there to their home to meet them, we should first of all offer salam to them. And our attitude should be that we should always take initiative in salam. Because one who takes initiative in salam, he is rewarded more than that who responds to your salam. So first of all, we should offer salam. And if somebody offered us the salam, we should respond to them better. If he has said assalamu alaikum, we should say wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So this is the first thing. And for salam, we should use the words uttered by Prophet ﷺ. We should not use other words. What are the particular words for salam? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. These are the blessed words uttered by the beloved Prophet ﷺ. All goodness, betterment lies in this. So we should offer salam. First thing. Second thing is that, students, that whenever any person come across us or we come across them, we meet them, we go to see them or they visit us, we should happily welcome them. We should express happiness. We should not let them feel any bad thing about us. We should welcome nicely. This thing you should keep in your mind. So students, you will offer salam, inshallah you will take initiative in salam. After salam, if it is possible, you shake hand and recite the dua. Yaghfirullahu lana wa lakum. Very nice dua, very short, comprehensive and carrying rewards. So recite dua, Yaghfirullahu lana wa lakum. Recite this dua. Thereafter, students, the next thing to be kept in your mind, that if you are going to visit somebody, some person, you are going to see him, you should wear neat and clean clothes. You should put on clean dress, tidy dress. And you are wearing that tidy, clean, neat dress, but your intention should not be to show off, to impress upon others. If you are wearing some costly dress by the chance, your intention should not be to impress upon them. So this thing you also keep in the mind. And next thing, students, to be kept in your mind is that whenever you plan to meet anyone, to visit or see anyone, you take prior appointment. Before visiting, you phone them, you inform them that I want to meet you, I want to come to you. Because if you will not do like this, it may happen that if you go to visit them and the person is not available at his home, so you will return and your time will go waste. So prior appointment is better thing, and nowadays when mobile phone is there, everyone is having mobile phone. So contacting them is very easy. You can contact them, you can take the appointment. It is better, it is time saving, and also it is good for you and also for the second person. And second thing, when you go to visit the person, you don't indulge in useless talks, useless discussions. As much as possible, you indulge in healthy discussions. Don't indulge in unhealthy things, useless things, because it is the waste of the time, your time and the time of that person whom you are visiting. So always discuss about healthy things, so that he also enjoy with you, you also enjoy, and some result would come. To avoid indulging in useless things. Next thing, students, which to be kept in your mind is that when you visit any person and go to them, you knock the door. If they respond, you enter saying salam, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And regarding the knocking of the door, you knock the door 3 times. Suppose you have not taken appointment and suddenly you have, without any plan, you have visited. You knock the door, but the people of that household, they are not responding. So you only knock the door only 3 times. Only 3 times. After 3 times, if you are not responding, you come back happily. Don't feel it bad because you have not taken prior appointment. And if they are responding, calling you inside, enter inside, have discussion with them, and whatever work you have, do with them. And listen, students, if anybody come to you, if anybody come to see you and he want something from you, with some needs he has come to you, so make him needful. If he is needy, if he has placed his need before you, as much as possible you make him needful. But in case you are not in position to make him needful, politely you deny him, politely you say no. Unnecessarily don't hang him, don't make him be hopeful of you for a long time. It is the waste of time, his time, your time, and also that person, the visitor, will not feel good about you, and your personality will come down in his eyes. So keep this thing in your mind. And if you are the needy, you went somewhere, you visited someone for your needs, you want that the person, other person, make you needful. So place your need in proper manner. Nicely you place your needs. If he is making you needful, say Jazakallah, thank you, Shukriya, whatever words you have, express your gratitude for him. So be thankful to him if he is making you needful, and if he is not making you needful for some reason, he is having some excuse, you accept his excuse, don't feel it bad, and happily come back to him. Students, if any visitor come to you And if he want your recommendation in some matter, in some of his work, he needs your recommendation. So give your recommendation. Support him, help him. And it is for the cause of Allah. It should be for the cause of Allah. Help them and support them. Give your recommendation. It is very good for your future and also for the hereafter. Give your recommendation. And next thing is that, students, that you don't hope that always the people visit you. Always the people come to meet you. Because it is naturally not possible that people only come to meet you, you are not going. So sometimes you also plan. You also visit your friends, your relatives and other people. So sometimes you also visit the people. Always don't be hopeful that only the people come to you to meet you, visit you, to listen to you. And if the people are not coming, you should not have complaint against them. First, you be regular to visit. Then hope from them that they will come. So keep on visiting. If you will visit, other people will visit you. And one more thing, very important in this regard, is that if you are going to visit, if you are going to see the people, carry a small gift. Carry a small gift. Give gifts. It was the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Prophet ﷺ used to exchange gift. In Hadith, Prophet ﷺ said that tahadu tahabbu. Exchange the gift. It will increase the love and affection among you. So, as much as it is affordable to you, you carry the gift for them. Very essential thing, a very helpful thing to develop your mutual relationship, your mutual ties and your attachment. So carry the gift. One more thing, students, about the manners of meeting, visiting, seeing, that if you are visiting some person, you are talking, you are having interaction with him, you are the visitor or the visitor has come to see you, you are interacting, and if you see on the body of the visitor, the second person, some dust particle or some straw over his body, you remove, or some ant or an insect moving over his body, he is not seeing, he is unaware, you remove. It is also very good habit during your meet, during your visit. Do this. And if the same thing other person is doing, some dust particle is there over your dress, your cloth, and other person is removing, you say thank you, shukriya, jazakallah, you be thankful to him. So this is also very helpful in developing the mutual relationship. And one more thing, students, if you are visiting in the night time, going to see someone in the night time, so this thing you keep in your mind, that the person, his sleep, his schedule, for example, the person is habitual of sleeping early, so his schedule should not be disturbed. In short time, you finish your visit, early you come back, so that he could not be hurt by you, he could not feel any inconvenience by you. So come back early. And if you are going to visit someone in the form of delegation, group, for example, you have gone for condolence, somewhere death has occurred, or any other occasion is there, you have gone there, 4, 5, 6, 7 people are there, delegation is there. So all the people should not talk to the single person. One person commonly should talk, and he should talk to him, he should have discussion as a representative. The person should not speak only about him, one who is speaking to him, one who is visiting, one who is the leader of all. He should not say everything about himself. He should be a representative. He should represent on behalf of all others. He should speak about others also. We all are planning, we were thinking so and so, we all are going. So in all the discussion, he should represent all the people, not only himself. So this is also very important. Sometimes what happens, people visit in the form of group, delegation, and only one person speaks, but he speaks about himself. He gives knowledge, he gives information only about himself. Rest all are sitting, they are not talking, and about them he is not saying anything. So the talker, one who talks, one who is representing, he should be a representative of all other people. He should say the things, he should give information about others also. So this is a good manner about meet, about visit, about see. This thing should also be kept in your mind, and while leaving, you all should say Assalamu alaikum to him, and you should recite dua for him, you should pray for him. So if you will keep all these things in your mind and you will bring it in your practice during your visit, during your meet, during seeing, inshallah your visit will be fruitful. Besides your social need will be completed. Besides this, inshallah this visit will carry some rewards too for you. May Allah guide us to straight path and make all of us happy and prosperous. Thank you, Jazakallah students. Inshallah, meet you again.